like leaving the tip more orange. If I think of this as less painting and more dry brushing, it actually does bring a little bit of warmth to this. And in depth, that's what we're getting out of this. That's actually pretty good. Although I think my dirty brush is sabotaging the effect. Definitely one of those. I need to go to the art store and get some new brushes. Interesting. Also, let me pick a different. Um, let's go back. Let's go back to God of War. Bring this back. No, not God of War. Wrong cosplay. Back to Hades. There we go. My stream tonight, I got to put on a tank top even after top surgery. Oh, congrats. Twitch doesn't like nip nops. Yeah. Katsukan, too. Katsukan was the same thing. I had to make an entire cosplay with no nipple. I had to wear like a bodysuit to cover up my nipples. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. This yellow on this orange. I should have actually well, tried. Let me just try dry brushing, like more of a gradient here. I can also, I have the orange too, which could be interesting. Because if we just kind of go in, see what I wonder if it would have been better for me to like go from the middle out instead of just a linear gradient. Let me try that. I mean, these are all like for testing, so let's try. Let's go middle out gradient. But congratulations on your top surgery. Always a big step. I forget where I forget where are you at? I'm so bad about this. I'm such a himbo I can never remember anything. You said East Coast, right? I think I remember you saying that. And yeah, this is an interesting sort of effect. Just to give it some texture, it makes it look more purposeful, and it does start to bring away some of that handicrafts look out of it. And I think I do actually. I'm coming around on that and probably doing like another layer, like a second pass to build up into it. And that can actually help extend some of that gradient as we go from one color to another. And it does tone down this orange. It's gonna be kind of annoying to do this to all of them, especially because the edges are gonna pop so much unless you get them to. Oh, okay. I work with a lot of people in that area. I manage a lot of designers down there. Um, Part of why I'm able to work from home is that I manage people in LA, Knoxville, Seattle, and New York City. It's pretty wild, actually. Um, yeah, I'm actually kind of sold on that. I'm sold on kind of bringing in just that little bit of gradient just to make it. You can see it here because this is without and this is with. Right? Is that such a difference? Like this is good. This actually, and when you rotate it, this is something that's great. If you find something that like creates interest from different angles, that's always considered like artistry gold. Like that's if you can find something that does that, it because it will catch your eye, it will seem interesting, it will look like you did it on purpose. But like this is just flat. Like yes, this has a nice shape. I'm very happy with the shapes of these. But this right here, this color, this isn't gonna photograph well. Um, but this is a nice color. So let me see. So we know this for the orange is great. Is the reverse true with the yellow? Let me make sure I give you a follow too. I forget. You might have said this. Wait. Okay, so you thought about it. So I'll give you a follow too, Ozzy. And if you're looking, Little Dragon Mailing is also a amazing streamer. Silent Warlock also, but Little Dragon Mailing lately has been killing it on Twitch. You've been having all the viewers. I'm like scared to go into your channel because you have so many people. You're just killing it. Like you're getting like hundreds of people. Yeah, Silent Warlock, when are you gonna start streaming again? You haven't streamed in a while. I need to not be using this brush, but this is a test, so I'm going to deal with it. So the yellow didn't do much here. It actually did darken it a little bit. But we're going to try the orange. You just need to raid me sometime when you have 100 people. Law of averages. Somebody will be interested. Just kidding. No, I get it. That's not a literal request. After you finish this commission you got from your brother. Okay. Always looking forward to that. Okay, let's try this again. We've got one yellow here. Let's see how the orange does. I'm also really excited to see Yume in person. It's been too long. How are you feeling about the COVID state of the world and seeing and interacting with humans again? Maybe even going to a con. Because if you're coming to New York Comic Con, if you decide to go, you and your sister need to do a Hades cosplay. And then you can join our group. We have so many Hades characters. It's gonna be, it's like our cosplay group is starting to feel like a cosplay meetup. I'm just going one day, and I will tell you, New York Comic Con. So I've gone to New York Comic Con, Anime NYC, KatsuCon, and PAX East so far, post COVID. New York Comic Con was probably the safest of the cons that I've gone to. They did it the best. They did a pretty good job, surprisingly. I love to hate on New York Comic Con, but I will give them that. Yeah, this is feeling pretty good actually. This orange works well too. Like the little kind of embedded sin that just tones it down a little. So this is like before and after. This tones it down. It brings a little bit of that depth. I think I'd probably use a little bit more actually. If you were to do a Hades cosplay, who would you be? Who would you do? Are you gonna be streaming your Hades cosplay, Silent Warlock? But yeah, Emerald, it's such a shame you're West Coast. Everyone's like they're so I want to meet more East Coast cosplayers and everyone's like Chicago area or California area, it always feels like. Well, affiliate usually doesn't take too long because the makers and crafting community is awesome. I can also give you a bump in so we do have a makers and crafting Discord that's specifically for streamers, cosplay streamers, and I can since you're in my server right now, I can shoot you a link to that and I can give you we have a channel there to sort of try to help people who are trying to get affiliate. I can give you a little post shout out there. Hopefully get you a couple follows. How how uh how close are you to affiliate? Look at that. So if we were to kind of combine, is this the one that we liked? Yeah. I think this was this one. It's one of them. Painted a lot of these. Yeah, it like there's always like the slow like my first 3 months. It took me like I got affiliate pretty fast because I think I used to because I had streamed I think I started with like 45 people following me because I don't remember I streamed something ages ago and I don't even remember what it was. I think I just had a lot of friends who had followed me. Um but like if you stick with it, like it's more of a you have to meet people, you have to make connections with people. You're also off to a great start right now. Like honestly, the best advice I give to people on Twitch, because you can see I'm incredibly popular. I have hundreds of viewers right now. But the advice I give, particularly for makers and crafting, like first of all, be aware of the category. Like you filter by cosplay. Like there are people who've been streaming for years and they're pulling 20 people. Um, but the right thing to do, the best way is to spend as much time on Twitch as you are streaming in Twitch. Um, and make it not about reaching affiliate or reaching certain goals, but make it about connecting with people. Make it about like, hey, I'm gonna hang out with someone today. I'm gonna connect with someone. I'm gonna chat with someone. And the more you do that, like you start making connections, and then they start popping by to say hello, and they'll come in and they'll chat, and then like it'll grow over time. So just be consistent, pick a time and try to stick with it. Um, and like I would stream for hours to zero viewers. The other trick is you are technically allowed, if you have the bandwidth to support it, you are allowed to have 3 viewers per household. So the whole 3 viewer average, if you really need to get over that hump, just and it can be the same Twitch account too. Just log on to your channel from multiple devices. Eventually get to the point where you won't care about that anymore. But when you do care about it, just like you can have 3 viewers at all times just at home per IP address. Get a friend to log in or just like have your phone, your computer, and you know, whatever else you have. TV works too. Like, and that's a good way to sort of get over that small hump. But again, it's so much better to not like focus on the numbers. And I'll also tell you, affiliates not everything. Like I've honestly genuinely considered maybe dropping affiliate at some point in time, just because like I don't really use the redeems. I want to keep my emotes. My emotes are precious to me. That's what's keeping me affiliate. But like I wouldn't mind turning off the ads for everyone. Like I'm not in it for the money. It's not like I'm making a ton of money off of Twitch, so it's not everything. But the connections, on the other hand, the connections are always well worthwhile. And also the other cool thing that we do sometimes in the Makers and Crafting Discord is we sometimes will also craft if we're not streaming, we'll connect in there and we'll just have like little arts and craft sessions together off stream. Um, so again, it's fun. It's more about connecting with people. Well, thank you for the host. I guess I don't have an alert set up for that, but all right. So yeah, here's it. Here is it with a little bit of painting, and I think this is gonna be good. I like the texture. I like how it's coming out. It's a little. I may have to. I think with a better brush, it'll be a little bit better. I mean, it photographs well. I guess that's the important part. Up front, I'm still seeing some of the brush strokes, but hell, it's a cosplay. I'm going to be having other shit that's painted. So I might work on the paint quality, but I like the idea of where this is going. And I'm pretty certain I can make this work. I might go a little lighter on the yellow. Um, but these were really easy to make. I probably am gonna need to get some more um, of the armature wire. But again, I just love so much how like when this is set up, I can literally just change the shape here. Like I thought I was gonna have to do so much planning to get this to look right, but in reality, I just need to make a bunch of these, get that gradient going, and then I should be able to just kind of flower arrange. And then the other thing that we learned today that I just loved was just like I was wondering how I was going to do this. All we did was just we put contact cement on the wire and we put contact cement on the sides and we just glued them together and problem solved. Kane Bloodstorm, hello. How you doing, man? Long time no see. How you been? Another great cosplayer and amazing Fortnite streamer. You working on anything these days? Uh, well, thank you. Are you on like your like lunch break? Thank you for swinging by. We were just sort of experimenting with making these laurel leaves and figuring out exactly how we were gonna do the headpiece. Wait, do you all know each other? 'Cause y'all are on opposite coasts. Or do you know each other through oh you're just being friendly. Okay. I mean I would believe it. I could see the two of you gaming together. I absolutely could. You're also some of my few friends who also stream, who are cosplayers who don't cosplay stream. Um, and also, this is actually a fun fact. This is probably why I'm putting you both in the same category because you two separately are two of my like earliest friends that I've made on through Instagram. Uh, because I met May messaged me or I may have messaged May may have messaged me because we were doing uh May from Overwatch. It's like which character? Oh, May, right? And Kane I met because we were chatting about Endeavor and he was asking me about materials. I remember I was sitting in a waiting like the waiting area for an Amtrak train and I just got a random message being like, "Where'd you get that material?" And we just started chatting. So yeah, and that was like right around the same period when I was just kind of getting started out, getting to know people. Maybe that's why I'm putting you both in the same bucket. Like that'd be really weird if y'all knew each other. That makes sense. That was the one cool idea I had. Yeah, because when I did Snowball, I took an old phone. I did a little After Effects animation of the eyes, of it doing like being like it's like eyes blinking and being cute and doing all that. And then I just mounted the phone with a battery charger with the video on loop as the display. Um, yeah, you could hook up an LED display to like some sort of computer system that's playing it, or you can just stick a phone in there. Why not? Well, I've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. Emerald, are you planning on streaming soon? I'd be happy to raid you. I'm also gonna check to see whom else is going on. Um, I could play it forward with Weeb next door. Um, she likes to raid me, and I don't usually get the chance to raid her back. Looks like Arias Done Designs is actually streaming too. Yeah, let's do it's good to pay it for it. I don't very often get a chance to raid Weeb. Um so to play it forward, let's go hey say I'll get you next time. Well let's go hang out with Weeb next door. Actually, wait, no, you're working on affiliate, so I should raid you. So get that stream started, and I'll play. I'll worry about Weeb's doing fine. She'll be fine. Um, why don't I craft a girlfriend? Because I'm a homosexual and I have a boyfriend. That's why I don't craft a girlfriend. But thank you for that concern. Hmm. And besides, I'm crafting dads. Crafting a dad is way more fun than crafting a girlfriend. Let's see. You are. I've been meaning to hop back into it too. I played it a bit, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, the designs are great, and I'm excited for this cosplay. Finish the second ending. No, there's two endings. My goodness. Yeah, I haven't actually beaten it yet because I love roguelikes. Like, one of my dream cosplays, like if I get a little thinner around the waist because this guy has like no waist, I really want to do the guy from Dead Cells. Because I love that game. Dead Cells is like one of my favorite games ever. Um, and I've been playing a little bit of Rogue Legacy, which is kind of similar. And I love top-down games. I play a ton of ARPGs, but for whatever reason, a roguelike isometric like top-down game, like I struggle with because I just whenever I play, I'm just constantly dashing into traps. The games are so similar, but I'm so good at Dead Cells and I'm so bad at Hades. I'll see you later, Kane. Thanks for coming by. Let's do this right here. Let's check this out. Yeah, let's do this. Boom. Let's check in here on here. Ah, let's see. So we're good on this. I have the plan. Now I just have to do once I get all the materials. The one other thing that I was working on, um, that I probably will be doing maybe tomorrow. This is definitely something I think I need to do offline. Is I'm going to be figuring out this fiber optic stuff. Um, which is going to be so we're going to have some of this stuff right here, and we might have like a little piece sticking out, a number of these, and then the end. And ideally, when this is set up within these little wires, the end tip will be lighting up. I think I have everything I need for that. I just have to do all the software setup and learning piece of that. But I'm super happy with this. I think this was a victory. We got to do that. The mask that we've been working on. Um, need to finish. I just need to get a tool that will let me cut the base that I made here because it was a little too small and I need to reshape. I need this to point in more, and so I need to cut this away. And so I have a tool arriving hopefully tomorrow that will let me cut this a little better, because I spent probably an hour this morning just cutting this much off with my Dremel, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. But once this is done, I can kind of make sure that the head is shaped right. I'm gonna go in here and I have to smooth probably like another 2 hours of smoothing, and I got to get some mineral spirits to really get it smooth. And then this is gonna be a fun cast